Hello, fight fans. Welcome to another episode of More Than a Fight podcast. I am your host, Jose Alfredo Alcázar, and this is your co-host,
Juan.
And then behind the camera we have
John.
And this episode is dedicated to the world of boxing. And of course, it's Cinco de Mayo weekend, so there's only one place to start, and that is Saul El Canelo Alvarez taking on Britain's John Ryder. How do you see this one, Juanillo?
It's homecoming for Canelo. That's how I see it. That's really it.
In Guadalajara.
Yeah. So, John Ryder's definitely, he's good, obviously. That's why he was the mandatory, but I just don't see him.
Yeah. And they have an opponent or two opponents in common, Callum Smith and Daniel the Miracle Man Jacobs. And that's Beefy Smith, Liam. There you go, Liam. Oh,
Amir.
Yeah, obviously John's showing some of the British highlights there, or lack thereof. Not that I'm trying to be disrespectful for the Brits, because I think Callum Smith is actually a very good fighter and is looking much better at 175. But anyway, John Ryder has a chance.
Of course he does.
Just like anyone else does. Yes, southpaw.
He hustles. He doesn't sit there and wait. He attacks. He's a lefty. He's a little crafty. Throws from every angle. So, no, definitely has a chance.
Yeah.
I'd say he's a little bigger than Canelo, even though they are.
Oh, physically he's bigger. Yes.
There's some of the smaller super middleweights,
Yes.
but he's still a little bigger than Canelo.
Yeah. And I think what Ryder has going for him too is he's got a great trainer in Tony Sims, and they've been studying what Billy Joe did well until obviously the inevitable happened.
Billy Joe is more of a boxer, though.
Yeah. But there's things that they can take away from that, and of course, even I would say there's less to look at with Callum Smith. With all due respect, I just don't think he was ready for it. So Ryder has seen the guys that Canelo's seen, and I thought he did pretty well against Jacobs, considering Jacobs was taller and longer, and he handled him well. And the most important thing I think that we can give Ryder is this is his shot. He's 35 years old. This is his shot. So I think he is well aware of that and well aware he has to lay it all on the line if he's going to upset the apple cart. And it's going to be a very, very tall task.
Well, Canelo also needs to make a statement, too.
Oh, yes. And I think more importantly, he wants to.
Oh, he wants. That's why he's doing it. He wants to. Just like when he lost to Floyd, he wanted to. Well, he changed. When he tied to Golovkin, he came out and he was pressing. He just switched it up.
You're
so,
right.
Who knows what Canelo we get? Let's see what Canelo we get. Maybe, he strategizes right and attacks. I don't know, pushes Ryder back. Who knows?
Right.
No, but I think he'd make a statement. He's going to make a statement.
And I want to pose a question to you guys, more so because I heard or not in here, but somebody shot a comment at us on TikTok and said that there's no interest in this fight, that it's not, no one cares.
Yeah, I would say that.
And my response to this person was that it sold out. Nobody cared why it sell out.
No,
Canelo sells out.
But that's in Guadalajara. That was going to sell out.
Oh, no, absolutely. But even if it was here in the States, you don't think that it would
it would have sold out anyways. No, it would have sold out.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's more along the lines of pay-per-view.
Well, that'll be the interesting part. That you have a good point.
It's going to be like 200,000. People still buy it, but the undercard is not, in my opinion, is not good.
Yeah, no. And there's Julio Cesar Martinez is probably the only name that really jumps out at me. Oh, and
no,
that's
Paro,
right.
Liam Paro.
Thank you for saying that. Oh, but Paro is another guy, yes. But I forget that the Nail is coming back. Alexander Vozdik.
He's fighting no one.
I know, but the fact that he's coming back is
yeah, he retired. Now he's coming back.
Eye-opening, but it is surprising.
Yeah.
And I think I could be wrong, but maybe when he sparred Canelo, something in that made him want to come back. And for those of you who don't know, Alexander Vozdik used to be the champion at 175 pounds, and he was one hell of a boxer. Like, he was knocking people out, but he ran into a man you might have heard of, Artur Beterbiev, and that was all she wrote. Beterbiev
made him retire.
Put it on him. like he has everybody he's faced other than Dimitri Bivol. Let's make sure we put that caveat in there. But I'm a little intrigued that Gvozdyk is coming back. We'll see what that comeback looks like because sometimes these are short-lived. But no, that I forgot. I'm glad John pointed that out because I forgot about that, which makes it a little interesting for me. I'm curious to see Gvozdyk. And again, yes, it's somebody that I believe we've seen this dude fight. Bolotkins.
No, he's Polish. If I'm not mistaken. I don't remember.
I've seen him fight. I just can't recall who exactly.
We probably saw him lose.
Julio Cesar has to win.
Yeah, he lost to Buatsi.
Because for those of you who don't know who Julio Cesar Martinez is, he's basically being groomed to fight Sonny Edwards. And yes, he is a all-action guy. His style is very fan-friendly. But the problem is Martinez tends to do stupid things that cost him paydays or just cost him a continuation. He's not active because he gets hurt, supposedly, or he misses weight, or he just does things that you're like, well, how is this guy tied to the Canelo team when Canelo's such a disciplined guy? It's something that boggles my mind, unless there's some kind of connection we're not aware of. Or
they're cousins. Can't you see the resemblance?
That could be part of it. But yeah, no, the undercard is, depending on how you look at it, intriguing and maybe not. But I'm curious to see Gvozdyk more than anything. And I forgot that Pawel was on this.
Gvozdyk is probably going to be on the prelims.
It's possible.
I don't think he's on the main card. But
yeah, he's on the main card. I think he starts. He starts it.
Okay, so it'll start with a knockout and then kind of build up the night. Okay, fair.
It'll be interesting to see.
The other one is Gabriel Golas Valenzuela versus Steve Spark.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Stevie Sparks, that's right. The Australian that upset. He beat
Montana Love, right?
Montana Love, thank you.
Well, he didn't beat him, but Love
was
going to lose.
He was beating him, and then Montana Love somehow accidentally threw him over the top rope, which was an insane thing. And if you haven't seen it, look it up. Stevie Sparks against Montana Love, and look at what happened. But Sparks was beating him, and Montana Love, I don't know if emotions got the best of him or what happened.
That's what happened.
Anyway, look it up. Sparks versus Love. It should be on DAZN, but either way, it should be on YouTube as well.
I'm not familiar with Valenzuela, but I just read that he's pretty good. I'd never seen him fight. Right? I don't remember.
But Stevie Sparks, we've seen him fight. Obviously, Montana Love was the guy.
Spark is good.
I felt he beat him, even though they called the fight because of what happened. I felt he was beating Montana Love. So
I bet
it's one of those cards that you're like, okay, it might turn out to be a lot better than what it looks like.
I think it's just a lot of fighters trying to get back into the win column. Looks like it to me.
Right, and that includes Canelo. Let's be honest.
No,
that
exactly.
includes Canelo.
You know what I mean?
Let's hope it's a great main event because again, this is John Ryder's shot, and not only him personally, but he could help Great Britain or the British fighters have one notch against Canelo finally, because he's beaten all of them. Take that for what you want, but he has beaten all of them, and maybe John Ryder's the guy. Again, he's fought Daniel Jacobs and Callum Smith. Take it for what you will. But anyway, let's move on. We also are going to have across the pond the debut of Joshua Buatsi on Boxer. Stepien, curiously, was supposed to fight the aforementioned Callum Smith, but Smith had to pull out. I think it was due to injury, but
now
I think it's
surprisingly has a better be
exactly
fighting.
Injury in quotations, because now apparently he's gonna fight Dimitri Bivol, right? Oh, no, Artur Beterbiev. I'm sorry, Artur Beterbiev. And they the purse bid was won by Top Rank. They outbid Matchroom by I think $15,000. Oh no, 15. No, yeah, 15,000.
It was 15.
Right?
It was nothing, man.
Yeah.
But Top Rank, Top Rank is ESPN out here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I like
for
that.
us, it's ESPN. In the UK, it's Sky.
Yeah.
But the Buatsi, I'm curious to see how he's going to look.
Very good.
Because Boxer's taking a gamble. Buatsi looked good against Craig the Spider Richards, I should say. I honestly thought Richards pulled it off. If not, it should have been a draw. But let's see what Buatsi's made of, because 175 is not an easy division by any means. And honestly, I've never seen Stepien.
Yeah, probably.
Stepien?
I've never seen him fight.
We're all saying it wrong.
So we're all going to learn something this Saturday.
Yeah.
Buatsi should win. We'll see.
Oh, it's his promotion that just paid him a lot of money, probably. So
yeah. Boxer had to have
that's what they're wanting them to do
for something good, because he was saying that he didn't want to fight on an app anymore, and then coincidentally now DAZN is available in the UK on channel, I think 429, something to that effect. But anyway, let's see what Buatsi's got. I'm curious, and then we'll jump into news and notes. Right, Juanillo?
Yep.
Did you see Charlo on Instagram or
Twitter? Well, that's Instagram.
That's
they're calling each other out, right? So
finally,
Charlo, I'm assuming, was asking Oscar what the hell's going on.
Oh yeah, because he dapped him up at
the Gervonta Davis fight.
Oh, was it that one? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. And everyone assumed, hey man, he's probably telling him, hey, I'm ready, man. Let's make it happen with Munguia, and it seems to be that's the case. So,
and more importantly, I think this is also happening because Oscar just finished working with Showtime, and again, why don't you guys do it the same way you just did Tank and Ryan? Co-promote or figure it out, both simultaneous broadcast. Look at the numbers it did. Some people will order on DAZN, some people will order on Showtime. Everybody gets a piece of the pie. And more importantly, the fight fans finally get to see this fight. I personally want to see Jermall Charlo against Demetrius Boo Boo Andre, but I'm like one of the few people on earth that wants to see that fight. But I'll take Jaime Munguia. And more importantly, Munguia has been out of the ring for how long now?
Probably a year.
Almost a year as well. Mm-hmm. So it adds up. Let's make it happen. I don't know why they want to wait till September. To me, that's dumb.
Maybe he's not training.
Just do
I don't
July.
know. He's out of weight.
Off weight. July, August. You still have time to promote it. But anyway, as long as it happens, I'm for it. We'll touch on who we think would win. I already personally have a certain
Munguia's
dog
fight
in the
was
race.
back in November.
November? Really? It only 6 months? It feels long.
Yeah, I know it does. But maybe it's because it was an opponent that we didn't really
Cordia.
Oh, that's right. It was an opponent that everybody was very.
His opponents recently have been.
Yeah, they've been lackluster. Let's put it that way. Without due respect to fighters, because I never want to disrespect somebody that gets in the ring.
Yeah.
Because getting in the ring alone is something that that commands respect, and we shouldn't minimize it. And then the other thing we wanted to touch on in news and notes was it's escaping me.
Regis Prograis.
Thank you. Regis Prograis signed with Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn, which means, and this is more so for the argument that Jose Ramirez had, that now he has a platform. Now he has people backing him that he can say, if you don't want to do it on ESPN, we could do it on DAZN. DAZN, whether you like it or not, they've produced some very, very good fights this year. Nowhere near it. Showtime to me is for sure ahead as far as producing great fights. But DAZN has put on some great fights. And this month, they're putting on 3 of the best you can argue. Well, Canelo against John Ryder, you never know.
Star.
But you also have Katie Taylor against Chantel Cameron. And then at the end of the month, you got Lara versus
Wood.
Mauricio Lara versus Lee Wood 2.
Really, it's already this.
So those 3 fights are going to be very good fights.
Okay.
So they're putting on great fights.
Well, ESPN's not falling far behind.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Fights.
Well, the number one, they're going to put on 2 great fights. You're right. This month, they're going to have Lomachenko and Haney. Then the first week of June, they're going to have Teofimo and Josh Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's competing, and I love the way they're putting on these good to great fights.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Showtime, I'm not even going to... They're up here. Showtime's the best right now as far as putting on these fights. But DAZN and ESPN are trying to do their best to catch up, which is great for us because that's what we want at the end of the day. Anything else, one of you?
I think that's it, man.
Okay, excellent.
We're pretty deep there.
Yeah.
So.
And as always, guys, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check our other social media out. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, all that good stuff. John?
All right. Just bleed.